Yes. First, he said, hey, spontaneous people, they'd like to look at top sellers and new releases, and maybe the page is sort of organized that way. This is not worth testing. Humanistics, they care about reviews. You know what? Back here was before Bizarre Boys, right? This is going to be a little hard to do. Overstock did have reviews, but we figured the technical implementation was going to be a little difficult to figure out how to do that. Then methodicals. And we figured they'd find it by genre, and if they really want to find it, the nice thing about the methodicals, the deliberate but slow logical types, is they're very patient. They'll take their time, right? However, here's where we found the opportunity, competitives. They have a really short attention span and they expect to find the answers. Just get me to the bottom line. And so they were likely to do it either by act or title. They would probably use the search box. Brian looked at the search box and said, that's the search box, see? Anybody see a problem with the search box? So are there any designers in-house? Yeah, so what's the problem with the search box? What was that? Right, actually the search box doesn't say that, but that's the problem. It says kids titles for learning and fun. The problem is proximity. It's a rule in design, right? That's called proximity. There's something next to each other, you imagine that it has some relevance to it. But it has none. This was a banner. This was just them advertising that they had kids titles, even though they had 24,000 movies. And so we said, okay guys, this is what we need to do. I literally called Patrick up, it was late in the afternoon, and I said, you really worried about this page? I need to swap one image. He said, well, no. I said, Patrick, you called me up because you wanted the results, you wanted us to do it. I said, one image, I'm going to send it to you. It's going to suck, and I don't care. Okay? It's not a beautiful image, but I want you to put it up, and we're going to do, they didn't have the testing software up or anything else, except I just want you to do a serial test. I want you to have it up till tomorrow morning. That was the result. $25 million in top line revenues. One image, and it's not, this is not a question of us showing off. We don't brag. We've shown this example over and over again, and it blows people's minds, right? Because, wow, no, it's the methodology I'm trying to show you. It wasn't hard to do because we were asking the right questions. And also, they had the traffic to do this. But here's the danger to this. Most of the changes you're going to make are not going to cause a $25 million pop to your top line, right? And that is the double-edged sword here. That's how valuable a change like this can be. And at the same time, I don't want you to go back and be disappointed if you try something tomorrow and you only make $1 million. Okay? So really, really good optimizers don't just test variations. They test for impact. They want to know what really will move the needle. So here we caught Amazon in a test because Brian and I looked for the same book, only we were next to each other and we got something else served up. Okay? Same book, price $16.49, price $10.98. Okay? Really different. And one of them says eligible for free shipping with Amazon Prime, and the other one says eligible for free Super Saver shipping on orders over 25%, over $25. Right? One of them is logged in, one of them isn't. So, again, these are really impactful. You can always change later, and I'm not recommending that you change every variable. If you read Brian and John's book, Always Be Testing, they'll tell you what to do, but we're testing for the things that have impact. We're not worried about button color, right? I love those people wanting button color, right? Let me tell you the secret, by the way, people are curious about this. What button will perform best? And I'm going to tell you what the principle is, not which button will perform best. The principle is that a button that contrasts, that pops out a bit, okay, is always going to perform better. That's why red buttons tend to perform well. Even though red is the color of stop, they perform well because red is usually in contrast to what most websites are, which are blue, right? It's the perfect color contrast, okay? But mint green, stuff like that, that works well too. And bigger, brighter, better, I don't know, all within a matter of taste.
Welcome to Ginger Software, the revolutionary spelling and grammar checker. Welcome to Ginger Software, the revolutionary spelling and grammar checker.
Which did better? Anybody willing to stand by an absolute answer?
Number two.
Number two. Number one, okay. Well, it depends on where you are. Because globally, the British did better. The British accent did better. However, in the USA, right, the British did better, while the UK, the US did better. Okay, this is a matter of segmentation. If you had a worldwide site, you'd probably want to display something differently depending on their IP address. Make sense? So it's okay to take a guess, right? But data really shows it. Next thing, word of mouth stuff. Okay, we were the first people to ever hit the bestseller list without a publisher and without a subscription. We published Call to Action with a hideous cover, self-published, and with our blog, word of mouth, talking to people, our newsletter list, a lot of pimping for that book. I mean, we really pushed. Okay, we managed to get on the USA Today, Wall Street Journal, New York Times, and Business Week's bestseller list. Okay, if you look, David Bierman Scott tells me all the time that we're still one of the most popular stories that he talks about when he speaks, because it's in his book, that people love that story, and they love to talk about that story. So word of mouth is really important. So the first thing is, how do you use word of mouth? Well, how about these guys? Tuscan Milk. They don't even sell anything on Amazon. You can't buy Tuscan Milk on Amazon. But they got some interesting reviews. They don't just got some interesting reviews. They've got over 1,000 reviews. So I love this one. Once upon a midday sunny, while I savored nuts and honey, with my Tuscan whole milk, 1 gallon, 128 fluid ounce, I swore. As I went on with my lapping, suddenly there came a tapping, as of someone gently rapping at the icebox door. Bad condenser that, I muttered, vibrating the icebox door. Only this, and nothing more. Really, somebody took the time to write this. Or this one, one Friday without milk. Okay? This is the top 1,000 reviewer. He always brought home milk on Friday. After a long, hard week full of days, he would burst through the door, his fatigue hidden behind a smile. There was an icy jug of Tuscan whole milk, 1 gallon, 128 fluid ounce, in his right hand. With his left hand, he would grip my waist. I was always cooking dinner, and press the cold frostiness of the jug against my arm as he kissed my cheek. I would jump, almost to gratify him after time, and smile lovingly at him. He was a good man, a wonderful husband, who always brought the milk on Fridays, Tuscan whole milk, 1 gallon, 120 fluid ounces. Now, like I said, there's like 1,000 reviews. This is one of the best ones. Serious problem. This product copiously leaks out of my nose. So people like writing reviews. This is like the Tom Sawyer effect, right? If you think about it, Amazon started this concept, right? There was a time where there were only 4 retailers online that had reviews. When Bazaar Boy started, it was, one of them was Overstock, another one was Amazon, another one was eBags, and I can't remember the 4th one. Those are the only major retailers that had reviews that were, they were online. And think about why. When Amazon first started out, right, they started out with a catalog of 1 million books. And literally Visa said, well, we're not going to write all that copy. And they just opened it up for other people to review it. And people did it. Not only did they do it, they've made Amazon billions and billions of dollars, and people thought it was fun, just like Tom Sawyer made the defense. So, user-generated content, hey, it's out there. You want to write really great content? Ask your users to do it. And the thing is it's really valuable. People have used it as navigation now. Take a look at this. Top rated, right? Or they do it for find all the under $99 again, top rated products. Or you can look at things by what their rating is, right? So you can navigate based on this. You can navigate based on something that the company itself didn't design.